Welcome. Just gonna make a quick video while I make my ground beef with avocado. So I have this meal pretty much every single night, especially if you follow me on Instagram. You know I have this meal every single night, but most of you probably don't follow me on Instagram. And I used to have Chipotle every single night, and honestly, it was good, but number one, it was expensive. And number two, I just wasn't getting that much protein in. 8 ounces of meat at Chipotle is like literally nothing. And this is a pound, and it's a lot quicker, a lot easier to make. I don't even have to leave my house. And like, that's one of the reasons why I don't even eat out anymore, is because I genuinely don't even think about leaving my house to go get food and then coming back, or leaving the office to go get food and coming back. It's all right here. Like, I was just working like 2 seconds ago, came down here. I'm gonna do this while I record this video, eat up the meal while I'm working, and then get back to it. And like, especially because I've been so busy these last couple of weeks, like I've been so stressed out. And I know, you know, so many other people who are running businesses, trying to manage their family, trying to get in shape, whatever it is, are also very stressed out. And so one of the reasons that I eat clean, like I eat ground beef and avocado in the first place, is because like eating healthy literally de-stresses me. Because I don't have to worry, number one, about, you know, what kind of food I'm putting in my body. When I was like eating like crap, I didn't realize it, but I was absolutely destroying every single part of my body. And I want to be able to perform my best at work on the business and look pretty good. And so eating healthy allows me to do that. And especially because I work so much now, like I just said, over the last couple of weeks, what I've been doing is I've been having my eggs in the morning, which I really have to figure out another way to do that, because that does take about 15 minutes that I kind of don't want to have. But I'll have my eggs in the morning, and then I will literally have nothing for the entirety of the day. I'll maybe have a protein bar for lunch if I'm really hungry. And then now it's 7:30 p.m. and now I'm having my dinner, which is ground beef and avocado. And then I'll have a yogurt bowl after this probably to finish up my protein. But what I've noticed is that because I'm so busy, because I'm working a lot throughout the day, I constantly need to be hungry for the work. And that involves me physically being hungry as well. And what I've noticed is that I'm pretty sure it's a primal instinct. When I'm hungry, I get so much more work done. I'm so much more focused, because it dates back to when our ancestors were out hunting. When we were hungry, we needed to be alert. We needed to think sharply because we were out hunting for food, because we were hungry. And so, using that hunger, knowing that that's how our ancestors used to live, if I've been using that hunger throughout the day to help me stay more productive and help me focus in on the work and think sharper and faster, because I'm in that fight or flight state. I'm literally in fight or flight state right now because I'm hungry. And being in fight or flight state is very good for talking to people, for getting work done, for whatever it is. Very, very, very good for work. Being in that fight or flight state, being alert, and you pair that with the coffee. What I do is I need to like actually make this while talking, but what I'll do is I'll have my breakfast first thing in the morning before I go to the office. So we'll just say like 9 a.m. right? I'll have breakfast 9 a.m. and then I'll have caffeine at about 10 or 11 a.m. I kind of start to get hungry around, I don't know, I guess 11 a.m. probably again, because I eat a lot of food, and then I suppress that with the caffeine, so that carries me through the afternoon. And then like the back half of the day, like probably 4 p.m. is when I'll start to get hungry again, but it's kind of too late to have a meal, and I don't want to waste time go getting lunch. So I'll have a protein bar at like 4 p.m. and then that holds me over until dinner, and I'll rip out a ton of work from that like 3-4 p.m. mark all the way until 7 when I then have my dinner. And that schedule really works for me because, like I said, it allows me to be in that fight or flight state where I'm just cranking out work and I'm hungry, but my brain isn't thinking about food. My brain is thinking about the work that it takes to earn the food, because that's exactly how it worked. I think this video is like flashing in and out because of the exposure. Because that's exactly how it worked back when we used to go hunting. We had to earn the food. So it's kind of the same thing that I like to do recently, is train my brain to earn the food. Man, I don't know if that's gonna be a problem, but that's what's really helped me. And then, so I'll have those eggs first thing in the morning. It takes me probably 15 minutes to do, which I need to find a solution for. But then, literally, as you can see, I just made this in 2 minutes. While I'm talking, I could be working right now if I had my computer right here. I could be doing whatever I want. So I meal prep that. I have that done, and then I'm going to toss this back in, let the avocado warm up a bit. And then I'll have a yogurt bowl. Yogurt bowl takes probably 5 minutes to make. No cooking. Just have a little bowl, throw it in the dishwasher, done. And that's exactly how I literally eat as clean as possible in the shortest amount of time possible with very minimal cooking. And yesterday, I cooked 4 pounds of ground beef at once. Probably took me 15 minutes to do, but like I said, I was just sitting here, moving it around, whatever. And that time that I would spend walking to Chipotle from the office, that I would spend waiting in line for Chipotle, whatever it is, right? The time that it would take me to go out of my way to get lunch or dinner, I just spent 15 minutes in my kitchen, and now I have the meals for the rest of the week. And I just think it's funny when people say, like, oh, you know, I don't have time to eat healthy, which makes sense because on the outside it seems like it's this intricate thing. You have to cook up all these meals at every second of the day. But I've been doing this for quite some time, and I figured out a way, a system essentially, where I can literally just eat healthy and not have to cook and have it on go. Another one of my favorite things is, I don't know if that's in the shot, this protein smoothie thing. Literally, I will just take a banana, toss it in there, protein powder, milk, berries, done. That's like something I'll do in the morning sometimes. Literally takes me 5 minutes to make it. Now, cleaning that is another thing that probably takes a couple minutes. But in the future, I'll have a girlfriend who does saves my time with that. So for now, that is a liability. But I need to focus as much of my time towards work as possible and less from doing the dishes. So that's why I really don't like to cook. And also, I use glass for literally everything so that I can throw it in the dishwasher. Whenever I can, I use glass. And I'm going to be moving out of here soon. So I'm going to be having my own place with all the glass stuff that I need. I'm actually so excited to finally move out. It's about time. It's going to allow me to be a lot more productive with my work. But point being, that's exactly how I do it to be able to eat healthy every single day. Hold on, I'm gonna move you guys. And I don't think I mentioned this, but I did get a little buzz cut as well. So little spur of the moment thing was like, I kind of want to wait. I need to adjust this. I was just like, yeah, my hair is too much. So I got that done because that's also going to save me time. Speaking of time, like I just said, saving time with cooking, saving time with having to do my hair and worry about it all throughout the day was bugging me. So I just decided to chop it all off. And I'll throw some of this yellow bird hot sauce on there. But the real reason why I eat healthy is because like I literally was eating like crap for the longest time. Like I've talked about in my videos, was eating crumble. I was, it was my escape. It was my escape. And I realized that because I didn't have the discipline to like eat healthy, it was also affecting not only my health, but like the disciplinary area of my life. I was a lot less disciplined with other things because I wasn't disciplined with the food that I was eating. So I was a lot less disciplined with like my videos and with, you know, just doing other things like working, stuff like that. I just noticed that it gave me less discipline. So the more discipline that I add in certain areas of my life, the better it just affects my life in general. The more results I get out of every single day. And I was still staying consistent with my workouts. So I was still disciplined in that. And that's why I think lifting is so important, because it teaches discipline. And discipline and consistency are the foundations of success. So when I wasn't eating healthy and I was just eating whatever, I was acting on my emotions. I was acting on my emotions when I was hungry, which translated over into me acting on my emotions in business, right? Me not feeling like posting a video, so I don't post a video. Me not feeling like doing work, so I don't feel like work. So I don't do the work because I felt like eating a crumble cookie, and so I ate a crumble cookie. Emotions need to be completely detached from any actions in order to be successful. We're not going to want to work out when we're tired. We have to do it anyway. We're not going to want to do the work when we're tired. We're not going to want to cook the right meal when we're tired. All of our emotions need to be completely removed. And that's the thing with anyone who's super successful. They'll tell you that, oh, consistency is the key. Be relentless. But what that means essentially is just doing the same thing over and over again every single day and removing their emotions from their actions. Because that's the only way to be consistent, is to do something every single day regardless of how you feel. Because not every single day is going to be sunshine and rainbows. We're not going to feel like doing the right thing every single day. So adding that discipline back into my diet and eating healthy allowed me to be more disciplined in every single other area of my life, going into business, for example. And it's not that I'm even disciplined to do this. Like, I genuinely don't. It's not that I'm telling myself, oh, don't eat that. Don't eat the bad food. It's that, like, I crave this so much. Like, this is the only thing. You put anything else. You put Chick-fil-A, you put crumble cookie, like, in front of me, and I'm taking this, like, straight up. So it's at this point it's not even discipline. It's just that when I was eating those foods and indulging, one, I was acting on my emotions, like I just said. But number two, I was also just feeding my dopamine. And there's a reason why scrolling is so addictive. There's a reason why when we start scrolling and we go for 5 minutes, it can be an endless loop because of how much dopamine it gives us, how good it makes us feel. And anything we do that makes us feel good rises our baseline level of dopamine. So just to give a visual example in case anyone doesn't understand, let's say our baseline I might need to reheat this after, but let's say our baseline dopamine is down here, okay? Down here. And any work that we have to do, right? Let's say it's, work for the business, whatever it is, any work, boring work that we actually have to do is right here at this level, okay? And going on our phones, scrolling, and eating crumble cookie is at this level. So whenever I was eating crumble cookie, I just like to use crumble cookie as an example, I would send my dopamine levels to this level. And so if I would eat crumble cookie all the time, I'll be up here all the time. And then when I would try to go do work, I'd be down here. And my brain would be, get me high, get me high, get me higher, get me higher. And it would want that craving. It would want that dopamine. So I wouldn't be able to focus as well on work because my brain would be asking for the craving. So maybe I'd scroll on my phone, whatever it was, whatever distraction it was. I was literally getting more distracted when I was eating like crap every single day. And when I eat ground beef, when I eat yogurt bowls, they taste absolutely delicious, but what they don't do is raise my baseline dopamine to all the way up here. They don't make me feel that good. Maybe it's somewhere in the middle. Point being, those foods, the processed foods, are so addictive that it literally caused me to not be able to focus on work. So that's one of the reasons why I love eating healthy, because it directly correlates with my productivity. And I talk about this all the time on my Instagram, but I just wanted to talk about it in a longer form. So I'm gonna eat this up. I'm probably gonna have to reheat this now because it's probably a little cold. But I'm gonna enjoy this meal, and then I'm gonna rip a yogurt bowl after. And I just feel like a lot of people don't understand how eating healthy and eating clean can actually fuel performance and fuel business and indirectly lead to more money, making more money, becoming more successful in your career, becoming sharper at work, being able to communicate with other people better, being able to speak better because of some of the things that I just listed. Eating healthier, intermittent fasting, that's something that's really helped me be productive. Like, I am in such a fight or flight state right now, you can tell by the way I'm talking, that I can think so clearly and talk so sharply because I'm leveraging my hunger and I'm in that fight or flight state, which allows me to be more productive. So I'm not saying to starve yourself. This is just something that works for me. May not work for you because I've tried so many different things, and this is the system that I currently use. So I'm gonna eat this up. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Instagram down below. Shoot me a DM on there. I'm always active on the stories. I haven't been posting too many reels as of lately. I just love the videos, the YouTube videos, and I love the stories. They're a lot more organic, a lot more authentic to myself. So I'll continue to be doing that. So I'll see you boys or girls in the next video. Peace out. Stay active.